Hey there, welcome to Hobie on YouTube, and thanks for taking a look. Today I'd like to have a discussion about Victorinox Boy Scout of America knives, and I've got three to show you there on the table. One of them is pretty special, but from what I can understand in my research, Victorinox started offering knives for the Boy Scout market in 1987 or 1988. And there really wasn't anything too different or special about them other than they put the Tenderfoot logo on the handle. And at first that was a stainless steel inlay in the Celador handles. Later it was just a hot press white logo. So these are a little older. They have the steel inlay. I like that a lot better because it doesn't wear off. It also shows that it was an original effort by the Victorinox factory. But Victorinox offered a lot of different models. They offered the Tinker, that's the one you most commonly find, in both large and small size. But if you wanted the large, it only came in black scales. The red was the 84 millimeter offering. They also offered a Huntsman, which I have here on the table, but it's a bit of a misnomer because it does have a Phillips driver, so we would know that as a Fieldmaster. But Victorinox and the Boy Scout of America organization always marketed it as a Huntsman. They also made a 111 millimeter Adventurer with the hot press Tenderfoot logo on it. I don't think you can use a metal inlay in the nylon scales, so those are always going to be like that hot press. They offered the Mechanic, the Classic, the Sentry, Pioneer very shortly, which I have here for a very short period of time, so it's very rare. Those all either going to have, a Phillips driver or no Phillips driver at all, but no corkscrew. So I guess the idea was that the Scouts didn't need a corkscrew because they're not going to be opening bottles of wine, but a Phillips in its place could be handy. There were a couple of models, however, that did have corkscrews. One of them was the Explorer, and I have one of those to show you here. One was the Yeoman, which kind of like a three-layer Explorer. It has the magnifying glass and the inline Phillips and the scissors, but with the combo tool in the main blade, and they can eliminate some other things. The Explorer and the Climber. They did offer the Climber, which has a corkscrew. You might remember the Stay Glow scales, the glow-in-the-dark scales. Those also, because they were nylon scales, always had a red hot-pressed logo on them. So I'm a bit confused whether these are official Boy Scout of America knives or not. I'm leaning toward or not, that they're unofficial Boy Scout of America knives. But let me tell you why I'm confused. I've got two really good references on Boy Scout of America knives. Really the only two books that I know about. And the first one is 600 Scout Knives by Joseph Richard Kerr. By the way, you can get these sometimes new old stock on eBay for a pretty reasonable price, and so they're a nice reference book. He's got these, in the official Boy Scout of America knife section, and right at the top it says Victorinox made these official Boy Scout knives, And he lists a lot of those models that I just read off to you. So that would lead me to believe that by itself that they're official knives. However, my other reference book is Official Scout Blades by Ed Holbrook. This is the better book, by the way, if you could get a hold of one of these. These are harder to find, but it is a easier book to use. It's better illustrated. But he has these Victorinox Scout knives in the unofficial Scout knife section. Again, listed as official here with actual BSA numbers for each knife. Unofficial here. Now, none of the ones that I have or have seen have any blade etches. There's no mention of them being a Boy Scout of America knife or official knife. There's no motto "Be Prepared" on them anywhere. And the shield is the Tenderfoot shield as opposed to the First Class shield, which is on many of my other official Boy Scout knives. So I'm kind of leaning to the side that says these are unofficial Scout knives. It's kind of they're probably officially licensed. It's kind of a difference without a distinction, if you will, if that's the right saying. And I've run into this with case knives before too, where you'll have a knife, it's got the badge, Tenderfoot or First Class logo on it, I can't remember. You open the blade, it's got the blade S, says Boy Scouts of America, and yet it's not an official knife. It's officially licensed, but it's not one of their official knives. So I don't really understand that. I don't really know why it matters and who cares, but there that is. I think these are unofficial knives. If I'm wrong and you have good information to prove that to me, please do leave it in the comments. Okay, enough discussion, and let's look at some actual knives. Okay, so this is the Huntsman. The Boy Scout Huntsman, which is really a Fieldmaster because it has the Phillips driver on the back. But a Huntsman's going to give you, with a Phillips driver, it's going to give you everything a tinker does. You know, large blade, pen blade, a can opener, small screwdriver, large screwdriver, cap lifter. But it also throws in scissors. Victorinox's very excellent scissors. And a wood saw. And again, this one has the metal inlay. In addition to the Phillips driver on the back, you'll find the sharpened reamer, punch with a sewing eye. This one has no multi-purpose hook. So today, when you get a Victorinox with scissors, most likely it's going to have the multi-purpose hook on the back. But they didn't start doing that till 1991, so I'm thinking this knife is probably a little younger than that. My books will date this knife from 87 or 88 to 93. So maybe Victorinox used up some old stock, some old Fieldmasters without the parcel hook for a few years there. So that is the Huntsman Boy Scout style, aka Fieldmaster. Next one I have to show you is one of my favorite Victorinox patterns or tool combinations, and that's the Explorer. This is a 4-layer knife. It's going to give you everything the Spartan gives you, so it has a corkscrew here. By the way, Victorinox never offered the Spartan as a scout knife with a tenderfoot inlay. Kind of weird. You had to go with the Tinker. But anyway, so this will give you everything the Spartan does with the addition of scissors and a great extra layer which has an inline Phillips driver with a 90-degree half stop, just like your large flathead, 90-degree. But across from that is a magnifying glass. And this helps us date the knife because the magnifying glass went through a lot of different changes through the years. I believe that Victorinox first started offering a magnifying glass back in 1973. Well, they didn't get into the Scouts emblems until 87 or 88. But anyway, they had this style magnifying glass up until 2004. So here you can see you've got a gray plastic housing. You've got a glass lens, and it magnifies 8 times. Pretty powerful. In 2004, they went to a larger clear plastic housing with a plastic lens that only magnified 5 times. They improved that a little bit in 2012. They kept the big plastic clear housing, but they put a glass lens back in it that magnifies 6 times. So, you know, this one's obviously before 2004 with this type of magnifying glass. And this is really handy for an older guy like me who's always forgetting his reading glasses or can't find them, or they're just not powerful enough for the really fine print. But you can see how very powerful this is. So at 8 times, this is Victorinox's most powerful magnifying glass. It does have a smaller field of view, and it is does have a little more distortion than the other types, but I like it best. Now this one does have the parcel hook, and so again, I think Victorinox started offering that in '91. Also noticed that on the scissors, you know, does not use a screw in the pivot, so I think they gave that up in '92. So that helps us date this knife. I'd venture say 92 to 2004 maybe. This is the Explorer Plus, so it does have the plus scales. And so what you have there is a, in addition to the tweezers, toothpick in the back here, tweezers in the front, you also have the pen, the ballpoint pen. These are pressurized, so they usually write until they run out of ink. And under the corkscrew, you have a pin. It's just a little straight pin. It'll help you with little tasks you might need a fine prick for. Huh. This is super hard to do through the camera. Okay. Probably came with the mini screwdriver for your eyeglasses that rolls into your corkscrew. This one doesn't have it. I think I got a spare upstairs somewhere. So that's the Explorer, and that one's a little later one with the parcel hook. That brings me to the most special one here on the table, a Pioneer, Red Alox Pioneer Boy Scout of America knife from Victorinox. And this one's a lot easier to date because I believe they just made it in 1 year and 1 year alone, 1994. So they're hard to find, and when you do, they're kind of expensive. I got this one in a trade with a friend and a fellow collector, and I'm delighted with it because it's dead mint. It's absolutely perfect. If you look at these Red Alox scales, here you can see it's the old cross or white cross style of emblem, and there's a blank plate here to put different things, and they've stamped the tenderfoot logo there. But you can just see how perfect the Alox scales are. And this one does have the nickel silver liner, so that's appropriate for 1994. It also has no keyring, which is unusual for a Pioneer, and it's really more like a soldier's knife. And I'll compare it to one here in a minute. But let me just show you this knife and how perfect it is. It's really unused. And of course, like most of these Victorinox Alox models, it's got great spring tension and snap. Everything has perfect edges. Here's the blade. Dead mint, unused, factory edge, unmolested, stone wash finish. This one's going to have the small V in Victorinox, meaning the V is the same size as all the other letters. That's appropriate for 1994. And so you can see that that's very similar to an old soldier's knife, also without a key ring. You know, they used the Pioneer that came out in 1957 as the basis for the soldier's knife. And when they first came out in the early 60s, they had Red Alox. And the only real difference was they had a hollow rivet, no key ring, had the Waffen control stamp instead of the cross. Now this one was actually made by Winger. They were made by both, Winger and Victorinox. They both fulfilled the military contracts, but it really was a Victorinox knife. It was Victorinox's design. As a matter of fact, Victorinox had to supply Winger with the can openers because they had a patent on the forward action can opener there. So you'll see that this one is a Winger. It just says Winger Delamont. And these are all date stamped. This one's from 1964. So yeah, real similar to that one. Here's one's even more similar. This is another Old Cross Pioneer, Red Alox. And you can see here, civilian version does have a can opener, a key ring rather, and a brass spacer there that helps us date the knife. It's going to be a little older. This one also is mint or damn near mint. And the blade is going to have a small V. So the V in Victorinox is the same size as all the other letters. So between the brass separator and the small V, I think we date this knife between 1974 and 1986. So there's 3 Red Alox Pioneers for you, or soldier. And yeah, those are my BSA Boy Scout of America Victorinox knives. I don't know whether they're official or not. I think they're pretty cool. Again, there's a whole lot of other models. I don't really collect them. But I have these, and I think I'll hold on to them. I really like them. I hope that was helpful to you. And as always, have fun collecting.